We are Black Horse. We are San Diego.
Final day of September, the closing game of the Padre home season. As always, Military Sunday as we salute the men and women of the armed forces here at Petco Park. Baseball, final game of the series, final game of the home season. The Padres hosting the National League West champion San Francisco Giants. And good afternoon, everyone. A happy Sunday to you. Happy Sunday, Mark Dredd. Maybe a fun day as well as we wrap up play here at Petco for the season. And the Padres have assured themselves a happy home record, 42-38 this year.
Boy, they really fought back nicely because it was dismal early in the year. We all know that. But they played great baseball, acquired a couple of players to make it all happy in San Diego Padre land. And it's been a nice season the second half. Hopefully it carries over to 2013.
Well, let's analyze the big news from the offseason. That was the trade, Matt Latos going to the Cincinnati Reds for 4 players. And just the matchup of the 2 pitchers, if you made that deal straight up, pitcher for pitcher, Volquez held his own.
Absolutely. Matt Latos is going to help the Redlegs in Cincinnati go deep into the playoffs. He put together a great year, a bright future. Edinson Volquez, if he gets a little bit more support this year, that 11-11 could possibly be 16 or 18 game winner for Volquez because he wasn't getting any love early on. He's got to cut down on the walks, though. But I think it's a great trade for San Diego. Maybe insert another starting pitcher for next year. Be a nice combination of Richard Volquez and that free agent, if there is a free agent to be, for San Diego next year.
Well, that's the 1-for-1, but how about the other 3 additional players that Josh Burns got from Cincinnati?
Yonder Alonso, we've seen him grow into a big leaguer. He's just evolved, great at-bats, putting up the great batting average. And for rookies, the doubles. He is Mr. Double. Yasmani Grandal, great switch hitter from both sides of the plate, power from both sides, still honing his skills defensively, but he's made great strides. And Brad Boxberger, that was the one kid that had the good arm that possibly could close someday coming from the Cincinnati Reds.
So the Padres have 2 young players. Alonso, he's going to be the first baseman hopefully for 10 years. And the switch-hitting Grandal has matured before our eyes, not only as a hitter, but as a receiver.
Dick, the one thing with Volquez and these 3 youngsters we're talking about, what does that tell you? Continuity, consistency within the San Diego Padre organization. This is something that really hasn't been a constant in the last few years. So this is something that's very good down the road for 2013. Hey, let's finish up strong today here at Petco Park.
Let's finish with a farewell flare. Maybe something like Maben's spectacular catch last night, or perhaps a home run from one of those youngsters. Last game of the home season. Ready to play ball at Petco. Ready to go on a beautiful Sunday in San Diego. And welcome to Petco Park. The Padres and the Giants ready to go to work here as the San Francisco lineup set by Bruce Bochy. He's using some of his reserves today with Blanco leading off, Terrio at second, Huff will bat third, Hunter Pence with a 3-run home run last night, the cleanup hitter. Belt in left field. Sanchez, who normally catches Lincecum instead of Posey, will bat sixth. Brandon Crawford, Joaquin Arias, and then Lincecum. So Buster Posey and Pablo Sandoval and Marco Scudero and some of the regulars for the Giants given this Sunday off. Edinson Volquez. Yeah. Big difference, 11-11, or do you go 12-11?
Hopefully it is 12-11, and I've got a feeling something special is going to happen today. It's shirts off their backs, and how nice would it be for Edinson Volquez to do something special and that fan go home with his jersey autographed in the last home game of the season for the San Diego Padres.
And to look at the San Diego Padre defense today, not much of a change from last night, except that the veteran Mark Kotsay will start in left with Venable in center, Denorfia in right. The infield, as it was last night, Headley, Cabrera, Foresight, and Alonso. Grandal behind the plate for Edinson Volquez. Mark Kotsay, primarily a pinch hitter all season long, gets a rare start in left field. He's got his fan club out there in left center. And Venable will take the place of Cameron Maben in center field with the right-hander Lincecum on the mound. Maben getting the Sunday start off. And Volquez and the Padres in their camouflage uniforms ready to go. And those will be taken right off their backs at the end of the game. Plate umpire is Gary Cederstrom with Barksdale, Culbreth, and Johnson on the bases. Padres looking for a Sunday win. They're 14-11 on Sundays. That's been their best day of the week, playing ball throughout the year.
It's hard to believe. Home game number 81 staring at us right here.
It went quickly. You reflect upon all the highs and the lows of this season. Unfortunately, the season ends on a high. You know, before the All-Star game, the Padres were 19 games under 500. After the All-Star game, 41-30, a plus 11. With 4 to go, Gregor Blanco leads it off for the Giants. And the first pitch of the game is just out of the strike zone. Blanco, a .243 hitter, getting the start in center field for Angel Pagan today. Very fast, good base stealer is Blanco. 2-0. 102 walks, Volquez to lead the National League. Lincecum, his opponent today, is second with 88 walks. Who will have the better control today? That's a strike.
So according to those numbers, Dick, a lot of deep counts. Hopefully that changes. Both these pitchers go right after these hitters, challenge them. That's what Volquez needs to do. We've said it all year long. Too good of stuff to be nitpicking, I think, to the opposing hitters.
Line drive, base hit. So Blanco gets the Giants off on the right foot with a solid single to right. That'll bring up Ryan Terrio. Terrio hitting well over 500 against the Padres.
Well, when you fall behind and you see a handful of pitches, Blanco is on the fastball and hits it sharply to the right side. Early on, Volquez is going to try to establish that fastball. Missed over the plate on that one.
Terrio 20 for 39 against San Diego, over 500 this year. Ball whacked foul. Aubrey Huff at first base today will bat next. Grandal going out to say something to Volquez.
You know, I don't know what went on right there, but I'll tell you what, it wouldn't surprise me if Grandal went out there and said, hey, you're missing too much over the plate here. Come on, dude, let's go. Let's bear down. Sometimes pitchers need that, a little fire lit underneath them, you know?
Well, it's nice at 23, Grandal taking charge of the game. That's one of his responsibilities.
I'm not sure that's exactly what he said, but it was a short, quick point after that ball was laced on the left field line.
Runner bluffs, and the pitch is inside, 1-1. Blanco with 25 stolen bases. That's a lot for a man who doesn't start that often. Runner goes. Pitch is outside. Grandal's throw is way too high, and Blanco with an easy steal, his 26th. And the Giants threaten here in the first inning.
Well, a decent jump from Blanco. Volquez using the high leg kick and a high throw, preventing that ball going to the center field. Nicely done by Cabrera.
2-1 now to Terrio. Up the middle, Cabrera saves it from going to center field, throws out Terrio as Blanco moves to third. Good range by the shortstop, Cabrera, to keep that one on the infield. One away to Aubrey Huff.
Well, it is early in the game, first inning. The ideal thing here in this situation would be a strikeout. But hey, if you get a ground ball, at least you get an out. The Giants will score a run. You'd rather have 2 outs and 1 run rather than, a base hit with a run scored.
Numbers unusually low for Huff. He hasn't had many at bats, only 74 at bats with 14 hits. Outside, ball 1. Huff is 2 for 21 with runners in scoring position. Headley and Alonso at the corners would have a play at the plate. Anything up the middle scores a run. And there it is. Soft ground ball to short. Blanco scores as Huff is thrown out, and the Giants take the lead 1-0 here in the first inning. Huff's 7th RBI of the season.
Well, as I mentioned, it's early in the ball game. You make a good pitch, you get an out. Giants score a run, but now there's 2 outs. Hey, you got to score anyway to win, right? That's what I was always told.
Padres can't win it 0-0.
That's right. So you got to score at least 1 to win.
Hunter Pence, 23rd home run of the season last night, a 3-run shot to boost his RBI total over 100. Takes a strike. Big man who chokes up on the bat. Widespread stance, free swinging. Breaking ball in there. Another chance for Cabrera. He got all 3 outs of the inning. The Giants score 1 on a single stolen base and a couple of ground outs. It's 1-0. Day of this month, October tomorrow in Milwaukee for the Padres. First of 3 to finish the season. Beautiful day in our great city. Whether you're here at the ballpark or out by the shore, as the Padre lineup reads this way: Cabrera, Foresight, Headley. Grandal hits cleanup, then Alonso and Kate. Lots of left-handed bats in the lineup against Lincecum. Venable, Denorfia hits 8th, and Volquez 9th. We mentioned yesterday, Lincecum, his Achilles has been the first inning. The first inning, he has allowed more runs, 28 runs than any pitcher in baseball.
Yeah, it's just mind-boggling because Tim Lincecum in 2011, in 217 innings pitched, he allowed 66 earned runs. This year, in 180 innings, fewer innings pitched, 103 earned runs. Wow, quite a turnaround for Lincecum.
Started terribly, but has pitched better the second half of the year. And against the Padres is 10-5 lifetime with a great ERA of 2.28. Cabrera takes strike one. On the road, Lincecum started the season 1-6, ERA of 9. But the last 5 road games, he's won them all. And he had never done that in his career, win 5 straight on the road. So he's in a good streak of victories away from San Francisco. Final score in football, the Chargers with a good win today, 37-20 at Kansas City. So they're 3-1. 1-2 to Cabrera.
Well, the velocity of Tim Lincecum is around 90 miles an hour. Tim doesn't throw as hard as he used to when he first came up. Fastball, slider, split, and a curve. Average is about 90 on that two-seamer.
28 years of age, and he, like Volquez, has gotten himself in trouble with lack of control. Lots of walks, but he's a big strikeout pitcher, as you know. He's right up there with the leaders every year, if not leading the league. 2-time Cy Young Award winner, 2008, 2009. And he strikes out Cabrera on a breaking ball. Here's the Giants defense on this Sunday afternoon. Belton left, Blanco in center, and Pence the right fielder. Arias and Crawford on the left side. Terrio and Huff at second and first, with Hector Sanchez behind the plate. Logan Forsythe, a .282 hitter. Over but low. Lincecum, University of Washington star, grew up in the state of Washington. First round pick of the Padres, of the Giants 6 years ago. Count goes 2-0.
Oh, he's 100% max effort from Lincecum on that delivery. The high leg kick over the top, bending over towards the first base line. His follow through, though, to me, doesn't seem as violent as it used to be.
High pop up. Shallow and right. Pence with the glasses down, still tracking it, and makes the catch. Looked as if he was having some trouble with the sun, trying to pick that one out. That makes the catch for the second out.
Well, it's a long run. Bouncing all over the place out there in right field. And then, as you mentioned, Dick, you've got to deal with the sun. Probably getting a little help also from Terrio. And a nice two-handed grab just to secure that fly ball.
Looked as if he was having trouble right at the very end. Awkward catch. Here's Chase Headley. Headley with 3 RBIs last night to move into a tie with Ryan Braun, and that's going to be part of the excitement of the finish of the season and going head-to-head in Milwaukee. Final 3 games of the year for the RBI title. Ground ball up the right side, and Terrio with a backhand and the throw to first for the out. Lincecum, no trouble in the first inning today. Padres Baseball, brought to you by Petco, where the healthy pets go. And by Chase. Deposit checks from your smartphone with Chase Quick Deposit. Take a step forward and chase what matters. Seas are calm on this Sunday as we welcome you back to Petco. Brandon Belt, Hector Sanchez, and Brandon Crawford against Eddie Volquez in the second, with the Giants leading 1-0. Giants have taken the lead in all 3 games of this series, and until last night, when they have scored first in the series against San Diego for the year, they were 8-0, but the Padres able to rally from 3-0 down last night to go on to a 7-3 win. Belt, high fly ball, left field. Kotze is there. And that takes us to Mark Grant and our Lexus keys to the game.
Thank you, Professor. I'll be back. The Giants have won the division. We know that, but the Padres would love to have San Francisco leave town with their first series loss against the Padres this year. And as Arnold Schwarzenegger said in The Terminator, I'll be back. Padres need to let the Giants know that they'll be back next season. And also, the Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger, saying, "Well, how you doing?" to Brigitte Nielsen, but that's other news. Everyday heroes. Here on our final Military Sunday, we'd like to extend our thanks and gratitude one last time to the men and women who serve our country. We really appreciate your sacrifices, and let's have the Padres win this final game in the camos here at Petco Park. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the men and women serving.
Amen. Hector Sanchez, the hitter, switch hitting catcher. Good numbers for him. 273 backing up Buster Posey. Change has him up in front. Now the Giants, even though they're using a altered lineup, there's some incentive for them to win this game. They're trying to stretch their record of winning road series to 11 in a row, or at least not losing a road series. They're in quite a streak away from San Francisco. Ground ball to Alonso, nice big hop, and he'll take it to the bag himself. The Giants are 9-0-1, one series that they split, of the last 10 on the road. And that's the best in 44 years for a Giants team.
That is getting it done. And as Mark Sweeney said in the pregame show, talking about winning on the road, if you want to get into the playoffs, the Giants have done just that.
And should they win today and win this series to go 11 straight without losing a series, you got to go all the way back to 1959.
That's the year the White Sox won the World Series against the Dodgers.
Dodgers' first year in Los Angeles, or first title in Los Angeles. Brandon Crawford, the left-handed hitting shortstop. Big curveball from Volquez.
Well, Matt Cain taking in some sun, wearing the shades, and Buster Posey's got the day off. Had a little food poisoning the first night in.
Yeah, it certainly affected his play, didn't it?
Sure did. Yeah, and then he got hit in the throat with the ball.
So all he did was build his lead as the top hitter in the National League. High pop-up, might be a play in foul territory. Off third, a long run for Grandal, and that's going to land just beyond the barrier and just beyond our Channel 4 San Diego camera. Falling objects.
Look out, is that Jimmy G down there?
Count is 2 strikes. Crawford punches one left field and foul. So in the series in Milwaukee that starts tomorrow night, 4:30 for Padres Live here on Fox Sports San Diego. It will be 4:30 for all 3 games, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday night. Clayton Richard gets the go tomorrow night, 14-13 against Sean Markham, who is 6-4 for the Brewers. Back through the mound and into center field, a base hit for Crawford. Second San Francisco hit. And that'll bring up third baseman Joaquin Arias.
Edson Volquez has to have it in his mind that, hey, you know what, if I give up the singles up the middle, if it's in the hole, but if it's a grounder, that's okay. There's a breaking ball, 2-hopper, you know, he falls off to the first base side as well. So kind of a tough ball for Volquez himself to field.
Arias has some power. Lanky right-handed hitter. Takes a strike. The Giants finishing strong, clinching a week ago when they beat the Padres on the Saturday. They're 21-9 in their last 30 games coming down the stretch. Oops. Arias hit in the wallet. 2 men on, 2 out for Lincecum.
Well, that's the last thing Volquez wants to do. With 2 outs, you want to try to get that number 8 hitter. So the pitcher leads off. Oh, right in the kidneys. That hurts. Ouch.
Yeah, I guess he would have had to have a big wallet to get hit in the wallet. Well, some of the players do, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Lincecum with a chance to add to the lead. He has 4 hits this year, but 3 RBIs. He had a run batted in against the Padres in a game earlier this season. Takes a fastball for a strike. Crawford at second, Arias at first. 1-1. Ground ball foul past third. Some of the San Francisco fans here trying to bring up the chant, "Let's go Giants," immediately drowned out by Padre fans.
I thought it was interesting in the clips today talking about the San Francisco Giants. Giants manager Bruce Bochy said he hasn't indicated whether Tim Lincecum would get a start in the NLDS. So that's to be determined from the Giants skipper.
In the dirt.
Tim Lincecum's one of those starters, though, that, you know, any given situation, he can just throw a gem, you know, with his experience, of course.
The wild card game will be played on Friday. And of course, that isn't totally resolved. Atlanta will be one of the wild card teams. St. Louis has a 2-game lead over the Dodgers for the 2nd spot. Volquez saying, how can he take that pitch? Now it's 3-2.
Pretty close. Grandal tries to frame it. Oh, man. And Southland had it just a skosh off the outside corner.
Runners go, and the pitch is all the way to the screen. Bases are loaded. That's about as wild as you can throw, and that landed on the fly against the screen. Okay. So the bases are loaded, and Volquez has worked himself into trouble here in the 2nd.
All right, a little bit of a calm down here as we take a look. He almost hits the bull. Boy, time for Darren Ballsy to go out and just kind of calm it down a little bit.
I think he was mad either at himself or the umpire on that 2-2 pitch. He thought he had him struck out.
So time to regroup. You're only trailing by 1. 1 pitch gets you out of this bases loaded mess.
Blanco, the leadoff man, singled in the first, came around to score the Giants run. So after 2 out, the ground ball single to center that Volquez was upset that he didn't field that ball, went right through him. Then he hits Arias and now walks the pitcher to load the bases. In the dirt. A wobbly second for Volquez.
And the pitch count starts to mount. Deep counts, walks,
A lot of pitches early for Edinson Volquez. The next toss, number 33, with 2 outs here in the second.
Two and 0. Changeup.
There's the 33. One pitch, Edinson. One pitch.
Got to throw strikes now. Bases loaded. 2 and 0. Swing and a miss. Fastball at 94 came up with a little extra on that.
Yeah, and thank you very much, because I think he swung at ball 3. Getting a little froggy up there, Gregor Blanco.
That's in there. 2 and 2. The delayed gesture on Cederstrom's call. He gives it a good look and then lets you know that he's called a strike. 2 and 2. Fans trying to boost Volquez to get out of this bases loaded jam. In the dirt. Good block by Grandal. Curveball. So they'll wind up all 3 runners now with 2 outs and 3 and 2, and a long single could score 3.
And I'm guessing Volquez has to challenge him with a good fastball, maybe outside corner or 2-seamer. Let the ball do some work. If not a strikeout, at least you get a little grounder, and you can go the short way anywhere on the bases to get out of this mess.
Struck him out. He did challenge him. 94 in the fastball, and Volquez pitches his way out of big time trouble in the second. Oh, that was dare you to hit it. It's 1-0 Giants.
That's the advantage of playing at home. You know, you kind of know your surroundings. You know, you know your park, and you know, I had a chance to take a quick peek, and you know, from there on out, it's you know, it was time to go get it. So you know, it was a huge play. You know, kept us in that game. You know, and that's a big run right there, big out, and you know, Stussy did a great job.
A fantastic catch over the wall to rob Nady of a home run last night by Maben. Not in the starting lineup. Looks as if they patched up the tear in the canvas that he used that spike to spring himself higher above the wall.
I think it'd be only appropriate if Cameron went out there and autographed that.
Tim Lincecum with a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the second. It's Grandal, Alonso, and Katse for the Padres. That's money, moving that batting average up higher and higher, now at 293. 2-0 the count. Grandal with a couple of hits and a sacrifice fly last night, 2 for 3. High strike. Lincecum here at Petco Park, and Lincecum has a pet, a French bulldog. Now, what would you think Tim Lincecum would name his dog?
Freak.
No. How about Cy?
Oh, I got you. That's appropriate. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Got 2 of them, Cy Young Awards. 2-2 to Grandal. Freak. High pop fly. Back is short. Crawford eases out on the grass. 4 up, 4 down against Lincecum.
Hey, you know what, fans? Make no mistake about it. When you're talking Giants fans and A fans, I don't like to use the word hate. So I'm going to say dislike. They dislike each other very, very much. Believe me. Going to the Bay Area, both American League and National League. But this is some kind of NAS. You know what?
Opposites attract.
You know what? They deserve a heart because love is in the air. They can get along. Why can't everybody else?
That's right. I love you.
I love you too.
Oh,
I mean it.
And we know Mike and Mark. You know, that's a relationship.
That's total man crush right there amongst those two.
Alonso foul tips, and it's 2 strikes on the Padre first baseman. He's looking for a home run that'll boost him to 10 on the season. That sounds so much bigger than 9. Oh, way out in front of a changeup. Second strikeout. The Subway Subprize on the line is the wild card race. And with only 4 games to go, counting this one, a lot at stake. Baltimore and the Yankees are tied for first in the American League East with Oakland 2 games back. So at this point, if the season ended, it would be either Baltimore or New York, whoever doesn't win their division against Oakland for the wild card. But the Angels aren't out of it. 2 back with 4 to go. Strike to Katse. Enters the game at 265.
Thank you, sir.
He's seen some action. Up the middle, and Katse has the first Padre base hit. Solid single to center. And with 2 outs, Will Venable will be the hitter.
Oh, and somewhere Mark Sweeney is smiling ear to ear after this. Just rifling that ball up the center of the diamond. Look at the old guy go.
So the Padres have their first base runner, Lincecum, working from the stretch for the first time to Will Venable. Venable since August 19th. So that's about 6 weeks. Hitting .344, raising his average up over 260. High strike.
Well, a high curveball from Lincecum.
Usually you don't get the strike ball on those. Head to head. Venable against Lincecum. 9 hits and 34 tries. That's 265.
You know, Lincecum will throw that split finger fastball anytime.
In the dirt.
So he's got that curveball, the slider, the split finger, trying to locate the fastball.
Should Venable reach, Chris Denorfia is on deck. Terrio goes the short distance for the put out at second. And the Padres are gone in the second. On to the third, 1-0 Giants.
And, earlier before the game, I talked to the skipper, Bud Black, and he was talking about the trade, of course, that brought 4 players here to San Diego. And he said, for the most part, Volquez is on the mound today, has done what they expected him to do, although they said there is some improvement in there. And as far as Yonder's concerned, and also Yonder and Grandal, he said they're very surprised with them getting a lot of starting time this year. Nothing but growth is in front of them. So for the most part, the trade with Cincinnati was a good one. Guys?
Thanks, CS. Here we go. Third inning. And the first pitch is rifled past Headley as Terrio continues his hot hitting against San Diego for 500 for Terrio. They just can't figure a way to get him out. Aubrey Huff, the first baseman, left-handed hitter, comes up.
Hey, Dick, we mentioned that today is shirts off their backs right after the game. And there's a little patch on the upper left-hand side of the Padres jersey. That's the Padres Foundation patch. Some fans are wondering what that patch was all about. All the donations for the shirts off their back promotion go to the Padres Foundation. There it is.
There it is.
Coming off Edenson's jersey a little bit. Subotis, Nutran, the best.
That money distributed by need throughout our San Diego community. A lot of good things happening because of your donations to the charity. A changeup has Huff out in front.
Live, learn, play. That's what it's all about. And love. We could put love in there too, because it's all about love.
Boy, you're really in a romantic mood today.
I'm ready to, spread the love.
Swing and a miss, and Huff goes down. That's the second strikeout for Volquez.
Edinson Volquez will huff, he will puff, and he will blow that house down with a changeup down and away.
Following up on Bud Black's comments regarding the big trade, the 4-for-1 with Cincinnati, Matt Latos, who will be certainly a prominent figure in the playoffs for the Reds. He finished his year. He may have one more start. 13-4 for the big right-hander. ERA of 3.52. Hunter Pence, the batter, takes a strike. But when you think about the difference, here's Volquez only 2 less wins than Latos.
Yep.
And then you had Alonso and Grandal. We wish Latos all the best in the playoffs, but it appears the Padres got a little better of the deal. And you heard Bud Black saying, you know, he's got some things that he can improve upon, and certainly that one big thing is his control, because he has such superior stuff, Volquez. And he's a potential 16-17 game winner. Late swing by Hunter Pence. And Volquez ahead, 2 strikes. Almost looked as if he thought Terrio was going. Terrio bluffed, and he was trying to hit the ball to right field.
Yep.
102 RBIs for the man at the plate.
Remember, you don't have to throw Pence a strike here, especially being 0-2. Up the ladder, something off speed, down and away.
Down and away, and in the dirt, the changeup. Dodgers and Colorado underway up in Los Angeles. No score in the second. Arizona has a 2-1 lead over the Cubs in the second. If the Cubs lose, that will be their 100th loss of the year. 1-2. He does chase a curveball in the dirt. Third strikeout, and that is one of our Saquon vacation strikeouts today.
Well, he tried to go the 0-2 changeup down and away. He didn't bite. The curveball there, and Pence, look at how pretty that swing is.
That is a bad ball swing.
From a pitcher standpoint, that's the kind of swing you want to see. And Volquez buries that curveball nicely, trusting his catcher Grandal to smother it for the strikeout.
3 strikeouts now for Volquez. He's walked 1 and hit 1. Brandon Belt flied to left his first at bat. How about that? Cubs are going to lose apparently 100 games.
It's unbelievable. Everybody has 104, bad year stretch.
100-year stretch, huh?
Let's see, 08, yeah, it'll be 104 years, right? Yeah, 1908. Wow. Well, there's always next year.
Swing and a miss. That's the first time in a long time that the Cubs did not draw more than $3 million to Wrigley. They were under 3. And the fans finally, the party is kind of flat now. The beer has gone flat on them.
Got to liven up that old style.
2 strikes now to Belt. Well, let's check that. Pittsburgh. They've lost to Cincinnati 4-3, so they're going to have a losing season again.
That was their 82nd loss, huh? Yeah, I think it was, because they were going into today with 81, and they'd have to run the board. Yep. 77 and 82 now.
20 straight years of losing baseball in Pittsburgh. Runner goes. Grandal's throw. And he's out. Tagged up around the shoulder. Good tag by Cabrera to nail Terrio. That's just a good tag by the shortstop. Did he get him? Really close. of the season, 1-0 Giants. And let's go to our AT&T trivia question for this Sunday. What do we have for you today? Switch hitter is the subject. Name the last switch hitter to lead the National League in RBIs. Of course, Chase Headley, a switch hitter, trying to do that this year. We'll have the answer in the half inning.
It's a nice lid for today. Today's a sweet lid day. And you know what?
You love the lid.
Yep. Love the lid.
Yep. Boy, the love just abounds here in the booth today.
Overflowing.
Man.
What the world needs now is love, sweet love.
Yeah, lock the doors.
Chris, no, let them in.
Oh, let them in. Okay,
yeah.
I just get confused by Denorfia is the hitter in a swing and a miss. Denorfia, the top batting average for the Padres, starts today at .296 after 3 for 4 yesterday. He loved his game last night, did Denorfia. High chopper, goal, backhanded by Arias. The throw is a little wide, and able to hold his foot on the bag was Huff. That was close.
That's a nice play.
Let's see how Huff maintained. From that angle, you can't tell, but that saved a double. Arias, I don't think he was on the bag when he caught the ball.
I have to agree with you, Dick.
Nevertheless, Arias with an excellent play to deny an extra base hit. We got another angle. Yeah, he did. Yeah. Little toe dance, just enough contact for the out. Well done by Huff and by his third baseman, Arias.
Hey, nice camera shot there, also doing a fine job, and Lance Barksdale making the right call. Kudos all the way around.
Even loving umpires today, huh?
They need love. They're people too. Sucking up for next year. I love you guys. You're awesome.
Swing at a ball in the dirt. That's the third strikeout for Lincecum. 2 away. Well, we do one thing. The Padres will go to Milwaukee, and the worst that Chase Headley can be is in a tie for the RBI lead with Ryan Braun. Braun went 1 for 4 without a run batted in today as Houston shut out Milwaukee 7-0. So Milwaukee's season is over in terms of playoff. They had to finish 4-0 in order to even have a slight chance. So they are out of the wild card. So it's either, well, now we know it's St. Louis and the Dodgers. No, I'm sorry. It's Atlanta and either St. Louis and the Dodgers. St. Louis and Washington are in the 7th inning.
9-4 Redbirds over the Nationals in the 7th, Dick.
Well, the Cardinals appear to be in good shape there. They could reduce the magic number to 1, and if the Dodgers should lose today, the Dodger season is over in terms of playoff hopes. Cabrera, 2-1. There's the splitter. So Braun and Headley will go head to head in Miller Park for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night to decide who is the RBI champion in the American League. Unless Alfonso Soriano does something crazy. Out of play. One nothing Giants. 2 outs, bases empty here in the Padre third. And the count goes full.
Well, Lincecum all over the map according to the Fox tracks. Up, down.
But he hasn't walked a man yet.
Yeah.
88 free tickets on the season, second to Volquez.
How you guys doing?
Because
Upstairs, ball 4, the first walk. And a top base stealer is aboard with 2 outs as we remind you folks about next year and season tickets. Why don't you renew your season tickets now and be part of the 13 San Diego Padres Baseball Club membership? Choose the membership and the ticket plan that fits your specific needs. And then you get to enjoy exclusive events and discounts all season long next year. Visit Padres.com/membership and become an official member today. Foresight fly to right. There goes the runner. It's a pitch out, and they still don't get Cabrera. He has steal number 38.
Boy, that wasn't even close. As you mentioned, Dick, even on the pitch out, Cabrera gets a good jump. Testing the arm of Sanchez. Perfectly placed by Lincecum. And a short hop throw to second base.
Into that crushed brick sand. And Cabrera, number 38. He'd like to steal 40 before the season's over. That's his goal. 3 games after this one. And Foresight now with a tying run out at second base with 2 outs gets the count to 2-0. Cabrera to third, and the ball fouled away. They forgot about Cabrera. That would have been an easy steal to third.
Yeah, Lincecum one looked him, and he was off and running. Gosh, that diving head first, just, you know, I know we talked about it quite a bit. You just got to take a lot out of you.
Over in the American League, the Yankees and Baltimore both won, so they're still tied for first. Throw to second, and Cabrera was going to try to steal third again. He was 20 feet off the bag, and Terrio came in, and they almost picked him off. Well, he was going.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Whoever gets the shirt off his back better have some laundry detergent at home tonight.
Or maybe you don't wash it.
That's even better.
There, he bluffs going again. And Terrio was only a couple of feet from the bag. Lincecum ignoring it. With 2 outs, it's a lot of risk for the reward if you do steal third.
Yeah, because chances are, you know, Cabrera's going to score on a base hit anyway, right? So why try to end the inning going to third? That's always been my thought. Got good speed at second base. Hit it to the outfield, take your chances. Ground ball to center fielder.
Foresight stays alive.
But then again, if you steal third base, wild pitch, pass ball.
And the wild pitch is a factor because Tim Lincecum has 17 wild pitches this year. That's the most in the major leagues. That splitter will come bouncing away at times. Two and two. Foresight. There goes Cabrera. Ball is inside. The throw not even a throw. So he's one away from number 40 as he steals his 39th. And the count is full now on Foresight.
Lincecum one looked him. He kicked, and as soon as that leg was up, Everett was off and running. You've got the front door closed there with the right-handed hitter Foresight. And as a hitter, you just hold your ground. You could be a statue there. It's the job of Sanchez to work around you around that box. And now 90 feet away.
Lincecum trying to work from the stretch, or Cabrera might try to steal home again. One of the big plays of the season against the Dodgers. And Foresight spoils that pitch. Count remains full with Chase Headley on deck. Foresight gets on there with a walk. And Headley will have a chance to take the RBI lead. Three balls, 2 strikes. Ball is hit well to left field. That's high, it's long, and touch 'em all. Oh my, what a shot by Foresight.
The Padres lead it 2-1. Number 6 for Foresight. No doubt about that one. High into the Western Metal Supply Company.
Oh, you talk about being quick to the baseball, up and in and keeping it fair. Now Logan Foresight, that is some kind of nice. Who had him today? Pick the stick. Sorry about it.
You're going to catch Pomerantz here down the stretch. You're really pressing Mike Pomerantz. He's going to need some love before this day's over.
He's going down.
He's wincing.
Headley, he drives one to right field, but not deep enough as Pence goes back and seemed to be fighting the sun again. But a 2-out walk to Cabrera, who may have upset Lincecum with his base stealing antics. Steals a couple of bases, and then Foresight whacks a 2-run homer, and the Padres lead. Fox Sports San Diego presents Padres Baseball, brought to you by Sequan Casino. Get away for the day at the all-new Sequan Casino, San Diego's destination for casino gaming and excitement. And by your San Diego County Lexus dealer, who invites you to test drive a luxurious Lexus automobile today. For more information, visit Lexus.com. And back with the action, and first pitch hunting in Brandon Belt. Belt's a line drive single just past Logan Foresight. And the leadoff man on again for the Giants. 3 of the 4 innings. A leadoff single for San Francisco. Blanco in the first scored. And singles by Terrio in the third, and now Belt in the fourth.
Well, we talked about players making adjustments and doing well at the big league level. You know, Brandon Belt's going to be one of those hitters to make adjustments. Good looking swing right there. Because, you know, like a lot of youngsters, they come up, they'll put up some good numbers, and then the league figures them out. Then they have to make an adjustment.
Hector Sanchez, the switch hitting catcher, grounded to Alonso his first time. Padres leading 2-1, top of the fourth. Volquez working with the lead for the first time. They measured Forsythe's home run at 391 feet into the second level of the Western Supply Company building, into the second level terrace.
Well, Dick, talking about that home run into the Western Metal building, Mark Sweeney had a good view of it. Mark, I was amazed how the pitch, how it was elevated up and in, how he kept it fair.
Yeah, such a great at bat too, leading up to that, and seeing that pitch. And like you said, keeping it fair, driving his hands inside the baseball, and also backspinning that baseball. Logan Forsythe's done some wonderful things, especially this second half.
Tying run aboard here to lead off the fourth. Belt. And the count goes 2-1.
You know, we just showed Logan Forsythe put his glove up to his mouth and looked at the shortstop, open mouth. That means, and I looked at the pitch, it was a fastball to indicate to Cabrera at shortstop whether it's a fastball or an off-speed pitch, so they can cheat a little bit and find out what pitch is coming so they can work accordingly if the ball's put in play. And it sparks a story, because when Matt Williams came up as a shortstop, Robbie Thompson was playing second base for the Giants. Robbie Thompson would look at the rookie Matt Williams, cover his mouth, and he would say some things that would make the young shortstop laugh. The tomfoolery that goes on in the big league field.
My. Kids will be kids. And Volquez now 3-1 to Sanchez. Base runner every inning for the Giants. Got their run in the first with a leadoff hit Blanco, a stolen base and a couple of ground outs. See if Belt's off 3-1. Yes. And a base hit right through that hole. Nice try by Foresight. Belt all the way to third as Sanchez a sharp single. And here come the Giants in the fourth. That's 5 hits now for San Francisco, all singles.
Boy, great effort by Logan Forsythe, just out of the reach of the Padres second baseman.
Of course, he was just, they're going to appeal at second base that Belt didn't touch second, but they wave it safe. That Foresight obligated to be closer to second in double play position, so that was the couple of steps that denied him getting to that ball hit by Sanchez.
And he most certainly touches second base. Brandon Belt.
Here's Brandon Crawford. He singled to center field his first time. Changeup. If you're just joining us, some of the regulars: Sandoval, Posey, Pagan, Scudero, getting the afternoon off, at least as starters, but they'll be available as pinch hitters down the line. Another changeup.
You know, Dick, to your point, even sitting those regulars, very important game for San Francisco. They are trying to get their playoff roster ready, and this is big games for, if you're a bench player, to get on that roster, because they have to trim the rosters down when they go to the playoffs.
Yeah, that's a good point. Got to get some at bats against some good pitching like Edinson Volquez to try to stay sharp.
And he gets him. Grandal had designs on going to third base, but the strikeout of Crawford, one away with runners at the corners. 4 strikeouts now for Volquez.
This is so huge. Why? First of all, the great located fastball in the outside corner for the strikeout, and now the double play is in order with runners at first and third. Thank you, gentlemen.
Back to Mark Sweeney's point about the motivation for the Giants. They're not totally eliminated from that #1 seed, but it's unlikely they're going to overcome either Cincinnati or Washington. They both won today. If the Giants won, they would be 3 behind the Nationals and Reds with 3 to go. It's going to be interesting which of those teams will be the #1 seed, get to play the wild card winner. The National League starts next Sunday, the first round. First and third. Joaquin Arias hit by a pitch the first time, and this one sliced to right and falls in front of Denorfia. Here comes the throw to the plate, a late start, and the runner is out of there. Oh my,
what was Belt thinking? DeNorfia bluffed that he was going to catch the ball, and it was going to be in shallow right, and the bluff paid off because Belt was tagging, and DeNorfia throws him out. What a play.
There he is, tagging up. And good job by DeNorfia getting that ball in quickly. Well, I couldn't believe my eyes because I was focusing on the ball, hit the right field. DeNorfia charging. Then all of a sudden I look up and Belt's only halfway to home plate. A big play for the Padres.
Well, give DeNorfia credit not only with a strong throw, but a good bluff. It fooled Belt. Lincecum laces that one foul. He walked
Dick,
the first time.
Dick, to your point, watching DeNorfia, he did try to deke the runner at third base, but he also, where he was playing in there. But the surprising thing is, and the difficult part, is keeping your eyes up there and understanding you have a shot at the plate. Nice job by DeNorfia with his awareness.
Tim Flannery was saying, no, don't go back. So by the time he tagged, he had lost all of his momentum. Now he had to gear himself up to full speed. And the throw by DeNorfia there in time. 1-1 to Lincecum. Runners at first and second with 2 outs now. And Volquez having trouble throwing strikes to the opposing pitcher. He walked him the first time. As third base coach Tim Flannery. Giants have just lost a run.
We talk about players getting themselves in good position. Tim Flannery was in a good position. He saw the runner and he saw the trajectory of the ball and where DeNorfia was coming to charge that ball. And that's when he was telling him to go, go, go. He could show or see from his vantage point that there was no way DeNorfia was going to get to that baseball.
2-1 to Lincecum. 3-1. So here in the inning, the Giants have 3 hits but no runs. And Volquez struggling against Tim Lincecum, who walked the first time. Leadoff man Blanco is next. Look at that. Way outside. Bases loaded. Second walk from Volquez, both to the pitcher Lincecum. So 3 singles and a walk in the inning, and unscathed so far is Volquez as Blanco comes up, as he did in the second inning after Lincecum walked to load the bases. Blanco struck out on a 3-2 pitch. But flirting with trouble, Volquez again. 63 pitches, and we're not out of the 4th inning. Blanco singled in the first inning and scored. Curveball looked pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it got the outside corner, but and just right after that pitch, Darren Balsley running out to the mound.
Giants at every base. Sanchez at third, Crawford at second. Arias at second, rather, and Lincecum at first.
One pitch, right? One pitch to get out of this. Pop him up, ground ball. Go the short way.
One thing about Edinson Volquez, there's a common nickname in sports, someone who makes everything that look simple, easy, or Easy Ed. Well, he has not been Easy Ed all year. He's been uneasy Ed. And now 2-0 to Blanco. Threw him 2 breaking pitches. He struck him out on a fastball.
And he can't let those 2 calls get the best of him.
In the dirt, 3-0. The base is loaded, and Blanco can be very patient now. Volquez has to throw a couple of strikes or he throws a run. It's 2-1 Padres. Brian Terrio's on deck.
goodness, not even close. 4-pitch walk, and the game is tied. On the bases loaded walk, Sanchez comes in. Eight consecutive balls thrown by Volquez as he walks Lincecum, the pitcher, and the leadoff man Blanco to tie the game.
And we got action in the Padre bullpen. Brad Boxberger will grab a baseball and get hot.
Yeah, guys, very interesting. You see in Volquez stretching his right knee, bending it around, just taking his time. I think he's very uncomfortable with his legs.
Paul Navarro, the assistant trainer, out to see what's troubling him. And here comes Bud Black. This is an injury visit. Volquez acting as though he's okay. Sometimes when you can't throw strikes, everything hurts. A 2-2 tie now in the fourth inning. Volquez trying to pitch out of his own trouble. 3 singles and 2 walks in the inning, and the Padres fortunate that the game is 2-2. Only 1 run is scored thanks to the throw by DeNorfia in right field to nail Brandon Belt at the plate on the single by Arias. Here's Terrio. He lined a single his first time. Curveball, strike. Almost a reluctant strike called by Cedarstrom.
Kind of delayed on that, huh?
Very.
That curveball buckled Ryan Terrio. That was a good one.
Oh, a swinging bunt. Throw to the plate, and he gets him. What a play by Volquez. That was the only chance he had. That was going to be a base hit and a run scored, but they get the force at the plate. That's quick thinking by Volquez. And a strike. That's 2-2. Well, Godspeed to our Marines and all of our military as we, in this final home game on Sunday, salute all the men and women in uniform who provide us with the freedoms that we so richly cherish. All right. What a crazy top of the fourth inning. 2 walks, 3 singles, 2 men thrown out at the plate, and the game is tied at 2.
Isn't this a great game? Don't you just love this game of baseball?
Oh my. Yasmani Grandal, Alonso, and Katse to bat for the Padres in the fourth. The Padres getting their 2 runs on Logan Forsythe's 6th home run of the season. Grandal popped to short his first. That's a strike, 2-1. Next pitch from Lincecum will be his 50th. Nub foul. That was quite a play by Volquez, considering his mind seems to be elsewhere at times when he can't throw strikes. And then that swinging bunt by Terrio, if the bases weren't loaded, that was going to be a hit. And he had the presence to fire to the plate in time to get the force.
Well, here it is. Little chopper. Now watch Yasmani Grandal. He's out in front of home plate. He's got his mask in his hand, his foot on the plate for the force out.
And he swings and drives this one deep to right center field, and that ball is in the sand pit. Grandal has hit the home run. He touches the ball, and the Padres lead 3-2. Number 8 for Grandal. And just like that, after the Giants squandered a chance to have a big inning, the Padres reclaim the lead 3-2.
Who had him and picked the stick?
Well, I had a hunch.
You did have a hunch during the pregame show, and you mentioned that you were thinking home run.
I was. For the whole series, I thought Grandal was going to hit a home run this last series, and it came down to the last game, so I played my hunch.
Right into the sand pit. Nicely done.
So a couple of home runs by 2 rookies, Forsythe and Grandal. That one, Alonso chips it to second, and Terrio throws him out. That's 22 home runs now given up by Lincecum here this season. Well, time for our AT&T trivia question answer about switch hitters and the last switch hitter to lead the National League in RBIs. The answer? Lance Berkman. 10 years ago, 128 with the Astros.
Boy, that's a good year. 128 RBIs. And Mark Sweeney, you've seen some good switch hitters in your day. To put together a year like that, 128, unbelievable.
Very impressive. And I would have said Chipper Jones on that. That's probably the easiest choice. But Lance Berkman, all of that, did not get too much credit because of Bagwell and Biggio down in Houston.
They measured Grandal's home run at 420 feet. Ball carrying today, isn't it, Mark?
Yeah, it's a little hot down here.
Marcotte single to center his first at bat. That ball is hit high and deep to center field by Katse, but just enough room for Blanco as he gets near the warning path for the out. Just missed Katse on that drive.
Well, you know, guys, it's going to be a different story going to Peoria next year, 2013, when you have this crop of rookies at bats at the major league level. Peaks and valleys, learning at this level, and I think it's something to look forward to going into spring next year.
Well, here are 3 rookies that have become regulars in the lineup. Forsythe at second, Grandal behind the plate, and Alonso at first base. 3 players that last year at the start of spring training you knew the potential was there, but you didn't figure that they'd be starters at the end of the year. Venable bounced out his first time. Forsythe's home run at 391 feet, although it seemed farther. Of course, the brick building stopped the flight of that one. You got to finish that trajectory. It would have been much longer. And that ball foul. 420 feet for Grandal. Kind of dangerous out there to be playing with a sand pail. These youngsters, all of a sudden, down comes a souvenir. And more love being spread around. This is the most starts I've seen since February 14th.
Venable works the count to 2-2.
Guys, just wanted to tell you that Pomerantz said it didn't take him too long to do that sandcastle out there as well.
That's right. There is a SD logo on a sandcastle out behind the 400-foot sign. And the count full now to Venable. No walks from Lincecum today, but he's had some 3-ball counts and has thrown 60 pitches. There's a nice piece of artistry, sand artistry. And ball 4. Check that. That's the second walk from Lincecum. He walked Cabrera in the third, and then he scored on Foresight's homer. Well, you can visit the official online shop of the Padres at Padres.com. Browse the largest online selection of well, I thought now that umpire Cederstrom waits so long before calling strikes. We'll give you more on that message. Apparently he called that a strike. And now the count is 3-2. Venable thought it was a ball, was on his way to first. And let's take a look at that pitch that he called a strike. Goodness, that's a strike.
Or was the count wrong on the board?
Maybe that was the case. That must have been the case. Certainly the pitch was well inside. High fly ball. And in left field, Belt makes the catch. And we'll give you that key information on how you can shop online for some Padres gear when we come back. Grandal back to the sand pit for the home run and the lead. Monty Grandal and the Padres lead the Giants 3-2 as we go to the 5th inning here at Petco. Aubrey Huff, Hunter Pence, and Brandon Belt for the Giants. Volquez, his 70th pitch will open this 5th inning. Way outside. Oh, he is just fighting himself to throw a strike.
Yeah, that's when you got to battle. Hey, if you've got a, and
he may not be able to continue. He was stretching as if he's been cramping in the dugout between innings.
Yeah, Paul Navarro is about ready to go out there again. Looks like, you know, the way he's moving out there, he's kind of stretching his left side a little bit as well. A couple of times he's raised his left arm.
He'd like to finish, get the 5 innings in to get a chance at the win. Down in the shadows, tough to see, but
guys, he looks very uncomfortable down here, and it started shaking his head, stretching everything. Time for the day.
He'll come out of the game, and Brad Boxberger beckoned from the bullpen, and will have as many pitches as he needs to get ready, since this is an injury substitution. So we're in the top of the 5th inning.
one pitch thrown to Aubrey Huff, a ball by Volquez, and a pitching change. Stretching his side, stretching his legs. We'll try to get a word from the Padre bench as to just what specific injury. Here's the one pitch, way off the mark.
Yeah, and as he starts to walk back, when he takes off his glove, he'll take off his glove and then he'll kind of go to his left side a little bit there, kind of stretch there. See that? Mm-hmm. And in between innings, he was stretching his legs. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. Bottom line is Volquez is out of this game, and Brad Boxberger is completing his warm-up tosses.
So Volquez will not figure in the decision. He was 4 innings, 2 runs, both earned 6 hits, 3 walks, and a hit batsman, 10 base runners, but only 2 runs, 4 strikeouts. So the 3 walks were their 4. 1, 2, 3 walks, right. Gives him 105 for the season. That ties him with Ricky Romero of Toronto, most walks.
I don't know why we have a little bit of time. Mark Sweeney down by the dugout wants to throw out a thank you.
Yeah, Mark, so many things that, we're also appreciated for the fans as well. But as you know, we spend a lot of time around the field, and the ushers and the people that work here are first class, and they are awesome. We also have spend a lot of time in the food room up there. We got to thank those guys as well. It's been a terrific year.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of people to offer some love today. Aubrey Huff now the count 2-0. Boxberger, this will be his batter, even though he inherits a 1-0 count. 2-1. Huff is an RBI and a ground out in the first, struck out in the third. Volquez doing a high wire act in the first 4 innings, leaving the bases loaded twice. And the Padres with the 3-2 lead here in the top of the 5th. High fly ball, right field. Denorfia shading his eyes. 1 away.
Stay connected with your Padres this offseason, fans, by signing up for the Friar Wire, Padres free official email newsletter. Get exclusive ticket deals for next season, inside the clubhouse stories, discounts on Padres merchandise, and much, much more. Sign up for the Padres Friar Wire for free. If it's free, give me 3.
Absolutely. That's the broadcaster's theme.
Yeah, and it's at Padres.com.
Hunter Pence has grounded to short and struck out. 1-1 Boxberger. So we talked about the 4-for-1 trade and evaluating this on this, the final game of the home season. The big deal made in the offseason with the Reds. And we have seen all 4 members of that trade that arrived here in San Diego, and Boxberger, Alonso, Grandal, and of course Volquez, the starting pitcher.
Well, Mark Sweeney thanked a lot of people, and it's going to take a few innings to get through, but we've just got so many people to thank that bust there.
Ground ball to Cabrera, charges to get the big hop and throws out Pence for the second out.
They just, every day they come in and they leave it all on the field. Start with Tommy Knoll, technical director of video. We've got Mark Sharon, Darren Fissler. Audio, David Robertson, always making us sound pretty good. Carlos Castro, hermano. James Olson, George Molina, Dave Stewart, Dana Levine, John the Zapper, Zappola, Z Word, Jimmy G. How he got on the crew, I'll never know. Jimmy Guerreri, Andy Italiano, Marco Gleason of top the Western Metal Supply Company building. We've got so many more people to thank. Dave Doherty, he beat the Chargers. He's working again out in center field. Darren Haggard, RoboCam, Danny Barger, Darren Burnworth, Bill Pettigrew, happy birthday, Billy. Robbie Amavisca in the truck.
2 strikes on Belt, and he fouls that away.
Good eggs. In tape, Craig Chatfield, Cameron Kennedy, utility at the set, Henry Vasquez at the set, Eric Dahl, Jason Cantor, Bob Wiersdorfer, CB, Tyron Bob Wiersdorfer, the best in the business. And of course Sheila Simpson. I don't know what she does, but she shows up every day.
And she certainly makes our booth more attractive.
Absolutely. How you doing? Danita Saratella does a great job out there with the guys. Adam McClune. Mike Trussell, the angry statistician. Can't thank him enough. Crunching the numbers. Missy Moore, Tyler Sellers, Jake Santos, Seta Karian. Thank you. Dean Walker, Chris Ruiz, John J.T. Turner. JT, wow, he's been here since I can remember. Kim Playcheck, also operations manager, and Sean Lyons, who's been fetching me coffee all year long. Go get me a cup of coffee. Cream and sugar right now. Get on it.
He's our research specialist. He's not the coffee.
Well, he can research the coffee beans. Go now.
Bottom of the 5th inning, the Padres lead the Giants 3-2. And our San Diego County Credit Union factoid today, comparing this season at home with last year. 7 more victories, maybe 8. Batting average up 24 points. Runs scored an increase as well. And most of that coming in the second half of the season. Lincecum pitching to D'Onofrio. D'Onofrio out on a good play made by Arias, the third baseman. Remember that big high hopper that Arias climbed the ladder and snared out of left field and threw to first for the out. We're thanking so many of the deserved men and women that provide our telecast here on Fox Sports San Diego throughout the course of the year, and it all comes from the top. Jeff Bile picked this team, captain of the team, our executive producer. That's a strike, 3-1. And Michael Odino, our director, our producers, Jason Lewis, Ed Barnes, Max Michalak. Done a great job all season long.
Absolutely.
D'Onofrio skies one to shallow center. Blanco still coming in for the first down. Brings up the pitcher's spot. And Boxberger's going to get a chance to swing the bat against Tim Lincecum. Boxberger, his first official at bat of the season. And first official bat as a major league player.
Hey, Dick, we can't forget our old friend, Layla Rahimi, who went on to Houston to work.
Absolutely. And she's going to be terrific down there. She was great with us.
Absolutely. CS Keys, thank you for all your hard work. Of course, Ali Lucia, who was with us for a few days. Good team. A lot of laughs. Yucking it up.
Boxberger, 2 strikes on him.
Nothing better than coming to the ball yard and watching baseball and yucking it up. Hey, you know what? Remember Kerry Chow? He went on to other things as well. We thank him. He was working Padres POV.
2 outs as Boxberger's first at bat. Hardly glorious. Takes strike 3.
By the way, where's my coffee?
Everett Cabrera steps up. Well, every year we're blessed with a bright young talent from one of our major universities here in San Diego that serves as our assistant researcher. And, Sean Lyon has done a fabulous job. He's going to have a great career.
He's a good egg.
San Diego State Aztec. He'll
Love
be graduating.
Yep.
1 strike to Cabrera, who has struck out and walked, scored a run. In fact, he's given us the answer to just about every question we've had except one. He still hasn't told us why Tarzan didn't have a beard. You know,
that's right.
He still hasn't figured that out.
For a guy who lived out in the jungle for a long, long time, how did that guy stay so clean shaven?
Amazing.
Unbelievable.
Only Johnny Weissmuller knows.
He was an Olympian too, wasn't he? Johnny wasn't a swimmer, right?
1 ball, 2 strikes on Cabrera. Checks a swing. 2-2. I bet those characters over in the Giants booth, Mike Krukow and Dwayne Kemp, they don't have nearly as much fun, do they?
No way.
No love. They don't have that love.
I love those guys, though.
Well, you love everybody.
As I mentioned before, probably, I tell you what, those guys there, my 2 dearest friends in all of baseball. Love those guys.
Well, that means you don't love us, the rest of us,
no,
as much.
I love it. You know what? It's
if
like,
they're the dearest friends, then what are we, the undearest? I mean, be careful.
In fact, they deserve 2 hearts. Kruk gets 1, and Kite gets 1.
You just like drawing that hard. You're so good at it. 2-2 to Cabrera. Just missed with the fastball. Full count. This game has a good chance of being the longest of the season, the way it's strolling along. Something wrong with the glove of Sanchez. Going to go for a new mitt. And the count full on Cabrera.
Always going to have that backup mitt ready to go.
In the dirt. So Cabrera, who worked Lincecum for a walk with 2 outs in the 3rd inning, and it paid off as Foresight followed with a home run. Give the Padres a 2-1 lead. He's on with a 2-0 walk again. And here's Logan Forsythe, and here is that home run into the second terrace of the Western Metal Supply Company building.
Yeah, we know how important that the bottom half of the body is in the swing. Logan Forsythe been kind of nursing that knee a little bit. No problem there on that swing.
So with that home run in our tense battle on this pick the stick contest from day one, and our partner here, Mark Grant, who has fought gallantly, at times voraciously. There goes the runner Cabrera, and he's got his 40th. And Mark Grant with a home run got enough points to pass Mike Pomerantz and bail himself out of last place.
Well, I'm so happy, but I'm especially happy for Everett Cabrera sliding in safely to second base. Nicely done.
40th steal for Cabrera, 3 of them today. He has been amazing on the bases, thrown out only 3 times all year. And that gives the Padres a chance to pick up some insurance here. There he goes to third. The throw into left field. Cabrera has stolen third and has stolen a run. It's 4-2. Number 41, 4 steals today. And he induces the throwing error from Sanchez. And that's getting a cheap run. A walk, 2 steals, and an error.
Causing havoc on the bases, rushing the throw from Sanchez behind the plate, and Everett Cabrera can cruise home, and the Padres pad the lead.
One and 2 to Foresight. Well, let's see. Cabrera without getting a base hit. Whoever picked Cabrera, 2 walks, that's 2 points. 4 steals, that makes 6 points. And he scored 8 points for Cabrera without a base hit. Forsythe grounds to third. Arias throws him out. But the thievery of Everett Cabrera pays off for the Padres in the 5th as he steals a run. And San Diego takes a 4-2 lead. for the Padres, 2 runs, 6 hits for San Francisco. Fan Appreciation Weekend and those colorful calendars for next year, so you get to know the 2013 schedule. Get that in a special place with a team photo of the Padres here of this season's team, handed out to the fans today. By the way, checking the National League statistics with 4 steals by Cabrera. He's now the National League leader, 41 steals. Michael Bourne with 39.
Oh, how nice would that be to have a stolen base champion and an RBI champion, all from the Padres?
Brad Boxberger, it's his game to win as he works on Hector Sanchez, who has a single, scored a run, and grounded to first. 2-0 the count. 3-0. Boxberger in a position to win his first major league game. That's a strike. If you're just joining us, the San Diego Chargers moved to 3-1 on the season with a 37-20 win at Kansas City and a leadoff walk to Sanchez. And the Padres have, especially with Volquez, flirted with trouble with base on balls. Weren't burned by Volquez's 3 walks, and well, I guess they were. He did walk with a bases loaded. That one of the runs came in on a bases loaded walk to Blanco.
Hey, look at that. Charger, Niner fan. She's kind of leaning the other way. Did you notice that?
Yeah, she has consummate good taste. She's got the Charger jersey.
That guy's kind of leaning the other way as well.
I think the 49ers were pounding the Jets today.
Rex Ryan on the hot seat.
I think anyone who coaches any sport in the Big Apple is on the hot seat.
Got that right.
When you sign the contract, it starts warming up fast.
Yeah, it does.
Crawford takes the strike. He has singled and struck out today. 1-1 the count on him. Change up and a good one. That's Darren Balsley and manager Bud Black want Boxberger in the offseason to improve his changeup because he's got good stuff, good curveball, but that changeup has been too hard. In fact, he wants a little more space between the speed of the fastball and the speed of the changeup.
Yeah, good call. You generally want about 10-12 miles an hour in between your fastball and your changeup, but that's just going to make Brad Boxberger a much more effective pitcher with that changeup. It's helped Dale Thayer. It's helped Luke Gregerson.
Ground ball to third. Headley to second for 1. Back to first. Not in time. Crawford runs well, and the ball wasn't hit quite that hard. Crawford safe on the fielder's choice. Sanchez out 5-4.
That ball kind of took a tricky hop on Chase Headley as well. Kind of came up on him. We'll take a look here. Watch this first hop. Kind of comes up into the chest of Chase Headley, but he keeps his composure, fires a strike. At least they get the lead runner there.
Crawford hustling to beat the relay. Lost a tread on the way.
Yeah, I was just going to say it looks like a truck on the freeway losing a tread there. Nicely done, Professor.
All right, 1 out to Joaquin Arias. Tough umpire, Cederstrom. He hasn't given any free strikes. Oh, maybe one. Venable pitch that looked like he walked. One and one. Arias hit by a pitch, and he hit that looping single to right field with runners at first and third. That Denorfia bluffed the runner at third belt and was able to throw him out at the plate. Foul.
Well, Gary Cederstrom going with the Rick Moranis Spaceballs helmet behind home plate, calling balls with strikes.
That really is high tech, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
One and two. Line to Headley. Back to first. A double play.
Reaction. Headley fires back. 5-3 double play. Ends the sixth.
That numbers vary from year to year, but Chase is in a good place. Where he is mentally, where he is physically, where he is with his swing, where he is as a 4+ player. He's really matured before our eyes.
And right on cue, Chase Headley, first pitch leading off the sixth, has struck a home run. Number 31 for Headley. And with it an RBI that pushes him one in front of Ryan Braun for the National League lead. 113 runs batted in for Headley.
As Bud Black just mentioned in that soundbite, we've seen him mature before our eyes. And on cue, first pitch hacking above the auxiliary scoreboard.
3 home runs allowed by Lincecum today. A 2-run homer by Foresight and solos by Grandal and Headley as the Padres build their lead to 5-2. Grandal, a looping fly ball to center that'll be captured by Blanco. Grandal, a home run in 3 at-bats.
Before the game, we were in the dining room, and Jim Fregosi, Jim.
Oh, he absolutely, the former shortstop with the Angels when I was doing their games.
I believe there's Jim. I believe he's a scout with the Braves. No,
I think that's right.
And he was talking to Mark Sweeney and I, saying, "What has gotten into Headley? Tell me about Headley."
Well, I'm talking with Jim in late May, and he said, your team is awful. And now he's looking and said, boy, this team is getting pretty good. Yeah, Headley that's the whole baseball world. Out of nowhere, Chase Headley at age 28 has become a star player. Yeah, to win the Silver Slugger Award, shouldn't he, for third baseman?
Hey.
Good cut by Alonso, who's 0 for 2.
Well, Chase Headley deserves some love today. Way to go, Chase.
So we'll go to Milwaukee with Headley in the RBI lead in the National League, at least 1 ahead of Ryan Braun. Lincecum, who had offered 20 home runs this year, has given up 3 today at Petco. And they say this isn't a home run hitter's park. In the daytime, it's a difference.
Absolutely. This is his 33rd start of the year for Lincecum. So still fewer home runs than starts.
That ball struck well to center field, but is holding up for Blanco, who actually has to come in to capture the second out.
the 3 home runs given up by Lincecum, the most in any game this year. Well, Dave Roberts down there coaching at first base. In 2006, stole 49, and no one has stolen more than 40 until today. 4 steals by Cabrera to boost him to the 41 total. 2 hopper off the bat of Kotze. Easy play for Huff at first. Padres get another run. The leadoff homer by Chase Headley, and it's 5-2.
It's 5-2 Padres, top of the 7th inning. Mark Sweeney, Mike Pomeranz with you. When we see in the postgame show, there's going to be more talk about moving the fences in. The guy's having no trouble today, Mark.
Well, day games. Nice job by Logan Foresight, staying inside this, driving it to a souvenir in the Western Metal Building. But there were a couple more after that. Yasmani Grandal driving this ball. This didn't look like it was going to go. Had good carry on the ball. So much to be excited about with him. And this young man, wow, what a second half.
31 homers now.
It's impressive. He continues, and I'm looking forward to the matchup in Milwaukee.
Chase Headley with 23 of those homers since the All-Star break. Get hot, stay hot. Remember, he's still in the RBI race, top of the leaderboard there with Ryan Braun in the National League. When we see the postgame show, all that, plus a full look at the playoff picture, and you'll hear from the manager, Buddy Black. Gentlemen.
All right, thank you. Mike and Mark coming up right after the final out. Padres with a 5-2 lead on 4 hits against Lincecum, but 3 of the 4 were home runs as Lincecum has departed after 6 innings. Emmanuel Burris bats for him to lead off the 7th inning. New pitcher Brad Brock, and his first offering a strike. So Boxberger goes 2 innings, no runs, no hits, a walk, and a strikeout, and he stands to win the game. He's the pitcher of record for his first major league win.
Well, getting into crunch time now for Brad Brock. He's got to hold these Giants a 3-run lead. He's been in this position before. So growing into a position to where it is crunch time will carry over to next year for Brad Brock.
That's a strike. 1-2 to Burris. Blanco and Terrio to follow here in the Giants' 7th inning. And as the Padres lead now 5-2, we might see some of those star players that have rested today from the starting lineup for Bruce Bochy, including Buster Posey, as a changeup gets Burris to fish. Strike 1. First strikeout. Strikeout number 1 for Brad Brock.
Well, we talked about the changeup from Brad Boxberger. It's going to make him a better pitcher. Brad Brock, fastball, 2-seamer, breaking ball, and the changeup to punch out Burris. That's a big league pitch.
Blanco singled and scored in the first, struck out and walked with the bases loaded in the 4th. That was the second Giants run. He likes to bunt. That pitch forcing him off the plate. Well, 3 home runs by the Padres, 4 stolen bases by Cabrera. Fly ball left center. Kotze calling. 2 away. And a couple of Giants thrown out at the plate. This is a single to right. DeNorfia bluffs. Belton tags up, and by the time he gets the engines going, too late. DeNorfia throws him out. And then with the bases loaded, a swinging bunt by Terrio, and Volquez has the presence to throw to the plate and get the force out to end the inning. That was a wild and woolly 4th inning. 3 singles and 2 walks by the Giants, and they scored only 1 run. High fly ball down toward the Giant bullpen. That'll go back into the crowd. Terrio 1 for 3 in the game. So Lincecum 6 innings, 5 runs, all earned, 4 hits, but 3 of the 4 home runs, 2 walks and 6 strikeouts. One and one to Terrio. Excuse me, 1 of the runs unearned. Of course, the Cabrera run with a walk, 2 steals, and the throwing error by the catcher Sanchez. Good looking pitch, but 1-2 the count. He did call it a strike. He certainly hides his strike call, does Gary Cederstrom.
Yeah, it's like he verbalizes first, and then he's a little delay with the signal. Hi, hear it?
Now he signals strike 3. 2 strikeouts for Brad Brock in a 1-2-3 7th inning. And with the 7th inning stretch before take me out to the ball game, let's join in the presentation of God Bless America on this beautiful day in San Diego, California.
Fans, it's time for the 7th inning stretch. Before we sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game here on Military Sunday, please stand and welcome back Commander Abe Thompson, U.S. Navy. Please sing along as he presents God Bless America.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the ocean white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Brought to you by Petco, where the healthy pets go.
during the course of this year. President Tom Garfinkel and Josh Burns, our general manager, certainly appreciative of the terrific support. Dan Runzler comes in to work the 7th inning for San Francisco. The left-hander will face Venable Denorfia in the pitcher's spot. Runzler only 5 appearances. Burris stays in the game at second base. Padres leading 5-2. Only 4 hits, but 3 home runs for San Diego. A 2-run shot, Foresight, and solo homers by Headley and Grandal.
Boy, don't you just love the ring of that? The home run off the Padre bats. Phil Plantier on the right, Chase Headley just drinking it all in. It always goes down smooth. And believe it or not, the Padres are not the last in rankings in home runs. Guess who is? The San Francisco Giants. Ranked 16th in the National League before going into today's contest.
Shadow starting to become a factor here as the light standard shadow out over home plate. 2-2 to Venable, who is grounded out and flied up. Strikeout for Runzler as Venable goes down swinging. Well, the 2012 college basketball season is around the corner, November 9th. Mark that on your calendar as action will come to you from the flight deck of the USS Midway. Syracuse, San Diego State will collide in a highly anticipated start of the basketball season. The battle on the Midway live from San Diego Friday, November 9th on Fox Sports San Diego. Denorfia has grounded out. A good play made at third on a high hopper by Arias to throw out Denorfia and fly to center field his last at bat. One and one. So the highlights, of course, the 3 home runs by the Padres, 4 stolen bases by Everett Cabrera to take the National League lead with 41. Ground ball to short. Positioned well as Crawford to throw out Denorfia. And the possibility that Brad Boxberger will win his first major league game.
No, the way the bullpen's been thrown lately, yes, there's a good chance of that. And the way the Padres played down the stretch as far as the latter third of the ballgame, 7th, 8th, and 9th innings, when they lead after 7.
Ali Solis will be the pinch hitter for Brad Brock.
They lead after 7. They're 63-2.
Solis seeking his first major league hit. Bud Black getting Solis up there with a chance to make this a special Sunday for him. This is his 4th at bat.
Ali needs a knock. Good hack.
With a name like that, he should punch a single here or
there
better.
You go.
Huh?
And just round those bases like a butterfly.
That was a great expression, huh? Sting like a bee, float like a butterfly. The champ is still going strong down in Phoenix. Rolled foul. Giants scored first, a run in the first inning on a single by Blanco. He stole second, moved around on a couple of groundouts. Padres took the lead in the third on the 2-run home run by Foresight. Giants tied it in the 4th, but Grandal homered in the bottom of the 4th to give the Padres the 3-2 lead. And Headley is homered, and Cabrera has stolen a run, and the Padres lead 5-2 after 7. home run day for the Padres. Have made Sunday fun day. Logan Forsythe with a 2-run homer, his 6th. Grandal a solo shot to right, number 8. And Chase Headley, number 31, to right field. To Luke Gregerson, the pitch in the 8th inning for San Diego. Huff, Pence, and Belt are scheduled for the Giants, who leave by bus after the game for Los Angeles in a 3-game series that will conclude their season against the Dodgers. Dodgers hosting Colorado and leading 5-1 in the 6th inning. Arizona trailing the Cubs 5-2 in the 7th in Phoenix. Houston shut out Milwaukee today 7-0, and Ryan Braun with obviously no RBI, so he is 1 behind Headley as we anticipate the first of 3 in Milwaukee starting tomorrow night. Washington succumbed to St. Louis's attack 10-4, so the Cardinals making it tough on those trying to push them aside for the second wild card spot. Atlanta has 1, and now the Cardinals, with 3 games to go, will have at least a 2-game lead over the Dodgers. Two and 1 to Aubrey Huff. He's 0 for 3 with a ground out RBI. The attendance 33,407 on this Sunday, so the season's total here at Petco 2,123,000 and change. Thank you, thank you. Fun time at Petco. Folks have had a good time, and it's going to even be better if and when the Padres can repeat this kind of play in the second half of the season for a full baseball year. Let's hope that that's the formula for 2013.
Well, after that walk, Luke Gregerson wanted nothing to do with that baseball. As soon as he got it back from Grandal, he threw it out to the dugout and won a new egg. And go after Hunter Pence here. Hopefully ground into a double play. Need a grounder right here.
Francisco Peguero will run for Huff. Hunter Pence 0 for 3, a strikeout and 2 ground balls to Cabrera at short. Sharp single into left field. Peguero will hold at second. And the Giants will bring the tying run to the plate here in the 8th inning. A walk and a single given up by Gregerson.
Well, first pitch hacking by Hunter Pence. We know that Luke Gregerson likes to throw the slider. That's a hanging slider right in the middle of the plate. And if you're going to give up a hit on a hanging slider, you would gladly give up the single. That could have been some damage right there.
That brings the Giants fans their voices to be heard. And Bud Black going to the mound. Now, Luke Gregerson, this is unusual that Black would come out with a 5-2 lead, and Gregerson, one of his aces in the bullpen, the senior member of that bullpen, and he's going to make a pitching change. So Gregerson a walk and a single, and with the tying run at the plate and no one out, and a left-handed batter due next, Brandon Belt. He's going to call upon southpaw Joe Thatcher. Thatcher in from the center field bullpen. Take a break in the action here in the 8th. The Padres lead by 3.
Baseball brought to you by Petco, where the healthy pets go. Great view of the skyline of San Diego from the harbor. As Joe Thatcher has completed his warm-ups. 8th inning, 2 on. Padres leading 5-2. Giants threaten after Gregerson gives up a walk to Huff and a single by Hunter Pence. And with left-handed hitter Brian Belt scheduled, Bud Black goes to the bullpen for Joe Thatcher, making his 54th appearance.
No lefties off of Joe Thatcher this year. A 167 clip. Last time out for Joe was on Friday against these Giants. 2/3 of an inning. Punched out 2 Giants.
Belt a single in 3 at-bats today. And the first pitch gets away from Grandal. Throw to third. And safe there. Pence does not advance, but the pinch runner Peguero does. Had Grandal been able to pick up the ball on the first attempt, he would have thrown him out, but he didn't quite get it cleanly. Had to go a second time, and by the time he fired to third, too late.
And he's lucky that ball didn't go into left field. That was a short hop to Chase Headley covering at third base. Gets away. Headley covering. Short hop. Very lucky there. And oversides the bag, but no, keeps his fingers on the bag.
So first and third. So we hear otherwise, we're going to call that a pass ball. And another pitch inside. So both of Thatcher's deliveries way inside. Peguero the pinch runner at third. Hence at first, no one out. Tying run at the plate here in the 8th inning. That's a strike.
Brandon Belt tough to double up. He's only grounded in 2 double plays this year. Going into this game, 401 at bats. He's got some speed. Left side of the batter's box.
Shadows framing the pitching mound. And the 2-1 pitch. This is making things a little nervous down in that first base dugout. Leadoff walk started it. Single, pass ball. And now 3-1 to Belt with Hector Sanchez due next. Up in an American League score, the Angels beat Texas 5-4 in the first of a doubleheader, day-night doubleheader. They were rained out yesterday. Out of play. The Yankees won and Baltimore won, so they remain tied for first place in the American League East with 3 to go. Detroit edged Minnesota 2-1. Three and 2. Broken bat. Base hit to right field. Pence will stop at second as Peguero scores. And it's 5-3. Shattered bat. Wood shrapnel all over the lot. And an RBI for Belt.
Wow. Nothing you can do there.
Look at how far that bat flew. Almost beat the ball to right field. Brings up the switch hitting catcher Sanchez. He'll turn around and hit right-handed for the first time. He is 1 for 2 with a walk today. Here in the 8th. Walk, single, single, run in, tying run at first. No one out. Pence there at second base. Belt the tying run at first.
Another looper. That's going to fall. Center field. Venable gets the ball in a hurry. And the bases are loaded. Walk and 3 consecutive singles. Other than Pence's hit, the other 2 were not struck sharply, but they found the grass. And with no one out, the Giants have the bases loaded.
Well, Joe Thatcher makes another good pitch, tying him up. But as you mentioned, Dick, the Giants finding some spots in between first and second. Now shallow center field. Joe Thatcher's got some work to do here. And another pinch runner, it looks like, for Bruce Bochy.
Justin Christian is going to bat a run for Sanchez. He carries the go-ahead run. Pence at third. Belt the tying run at second. Pinch runner Christian at first. Brandon Crawford 1 for 3, a single, his first time up. Pablo Sandoval itching to get a chance. All 1. Posey, Sandoval, Pagan, Scudero. Some big sticks available for Bruce Bochy. 8th inning, a run in, still no one out. 3 consecutive singles. And another looper, but Kotze has a beat on it. Pence tags, and he will score. It's 5-4. Finally an out here in the 8th inning as Crawford picks up his 45th RBI on the sacrifice fly. But the play was to keep the other 2 runners right where they were at first and second with 1 out. Joaquin Arias, the scheduled hitter. Bud Black going to the mound.
And as soon as he got out of that dugout, he motioned to the bullpen.
The 2 runs charged to Luke Gregerson. So Gregerson didn't get an out. 2 runs both earned on a hit and a walk. Thatcher leads with runners at first and second. 1 out. And Dale Thayer will jog in from the bullpen. 3rd pitcher here in this 8th inning. So here's how it developed here today. Logan Forsythe with the Padres down 1-0 hammered that home run into the second terrace of the Western Metal Supply Company building to make it 2-1. Edinson Volquez walked in a run instead of wildness and eventually left the game with cramps. 2-2 the score. But the Padres came back. Grandal with a solo home run. Grandal's 8th of the season. Into the sandpit and right, and the Padres led 3-2. Everett Cabrera stole a run, 2 steals and an error, and then Headley added to the lead with his 31st home run of the year to make it 5-2. But here in the Giants' 8th, a couple of runs have scored. 2 men on and only 1 out. Joaquin Arias is the scheduled hitter. We'll see whether or not Bruce Bochy goes to one of those talented hitters available from the list of regulars who didn't start today.
Well, Dale Thayer pitched yesterday in the 7th inning. 1 inning, 1 strikeout, and got some inherited runners out there, first and second. Try to get a grounder or a strikeout here with that 95-mile-an-hour fastball, that slider and changeup from Dale Thayer.
Five to 4, the Padre lead with 1 out. Belt at second, the tying run. Pinch runner Christian at first base. And Joaquin Arias will bat for himself. Emmanuel Burris scheduled next, but Pablo Sandoval is in the on-deck circle. Brings the fastball. There's the Panda.
infield looking for a double play chance. Thayer powers in another. 0-2 the count. 95 on that fastball. Got him with a high heat. 3 fastballs all up in the letters. Strike out Arias.
That's exactly what Dale Thayer and the Padres needed. Arias, first pitch, swung out and missed. Fastball, here it is. See how far you can hit it. Uno, dos, adios. Grab some pine.
Talk about going up the ladder. Each pitch a little bit taller. And the strikeout. And here's Pablo Sandoval with 2 outs and 2 on. And the Padres clinging to a 5-4 lead here in the 8th. Sandoval with a dozen home runs. And he comes out swinging. No surprise there. 96 from that fastball.
I'd love to see this. 94 to 96 fastball from Thayer. You've got Sandoval, who's got some pop. Pitcher hitter challenge. Mano y mano.
Outside. 1-1. One and two.
96 with movement. Knee high outside part of the plate.
Thayer has worked the count to 1-2 with a couple of heaters. Up high.
When you throw it up there, you better make sure you get it up there, right?
That's right. We saw him club one right off his nose for a base hit. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Struck him out. How about that? Dale Thayer guns 196 miles an hour to strike out Arias and the pinch hitter Sandoval, and to keep the Padres in front 5-4. Strikeouts with a tying and go-ahead run aboard for the Giants to bail the Padres out of the top half of the 8th inning after the Giants had climbed to within 5-4. Bottom of the 8th inning. Shane Lux is the new pitcher for the San Francisco Giants. Sandoval stays in the game at third base. Lux making his 19th appearance. Opponents have hit him for a .316 average. Everett Cabrera has walked twice and scored twice and stolen 4 bases. Struck out his first at bat. Ground ball left side. Crawford a good backhand pickup and throws out Cabrera. Lukes gets Cabrera. Foresight the batter. Some changes defensively. Peguero stayed in the game. He's in left field, and Belt then moves from left into first base. His normal position. Whiteside, Eli Whiteside is the new catcher. Luke's on the mound, Sandoval at third, and Arias moves to second base. Wholesale changes. Bruce Bochy. Long drive, Foresight deep to left and against the wall. A catch made by Peguero. Foresight flirting with his second home run of the game, but Peguero just enough room to go up and get it.
Well, that ball not hit that high. It's pretty much on the line, so Peguero's got to really time it. As soon as that ball is struck, he is off and he leaps. Look at this, perfect timing. I don't know if the ball would have went out, but it would have been extra bases for sure. Nice grab by Peguero.
So 2 outs to Chase Headley, who homered the last time up, 1 for 3. Home run number 31, RBI number 113, leading the National League with 3 games to go, and he rips that one to the opposite field. Over to get it, Peguero. Headley going to try for 2. Here comes the throw, and he is in there. Good throw by Peguero. A double for Headley.
Well, if the Padres can get one of those runs back, the Giants score to the top of the 8th, that would be fine and dandy. 2 outs. First pitch hacking is Chase Headley, and just like that, in a scoring position. That's a close play, and as you mentioned, Dick, a good, accurate arm by Peguero out there in left field.
So a double and a home run for Chase Headley today. He's in position to pick up that bonus run as Yasmani Grandal steps in, 1 for 3. A big one, a home run, his 8th of the year to right. Ball 1. So the defense for the Giants reconstructed. Sandoval at third, Crawford at short, Arias at second, Belt at first, with Peguero in left, Blanco in center, and Pence in right. Whiteside is the catcher. 2-0. And Luke's on the mound. Houston Street getting ready in the bullpen. Save situation at the moment. Two and 1. So here against Lukes, a ground out by Cabrera. Forsythe chased Peguero to the wall to make a catch, and Headley doubles to left. Two and 2. Marine still with us. Some off at the concession stand. Almost looked like paradise to them to go to that concession stand. The 2-2 pitch. And the count now full. Should Grandal keep it going, Alonso's on deck. Ball 4. Good at bat for Grandal. Fought his way to a full count and gets the walk. So 2 on with 2 out to Alonso. Well, Alonso is due. 0 for 3 today. He was 0 for 3 last night. 1 for 4 in the first game of the series. And 1 for 10 in the 3 games. And the first pitch inside. 92 on the fastball. Padres 5, Giants 4. We're in the last of the 8th here at Petco. Final home game of the season. Padres trying to pick up some insurance tallies. 2-0. Mark Kotsay is on deck.
Well, since Alonso is known for his doubles, sure would be nice to have a double here. Split the gap somewhere with 2 outs, crack of the bat. Those runners will be going, and possibly 2 coming around.
They give him left center, which is a bit surprising. Checks a swing, 3-0.
Yeah, Gregor Blanco playing on the first base side of second base, Dick, as you mentioned. Huge gap in left center field.
That's usually the alley that pleases yonder Alonso's swing. Dave Righetti going out to talk with Shane Lukes. And that'll give us a chance to invite you to stay up to date with the Padres in the offseason on Padres.com. Get the latest news on your favorite Padres. You can watch video highlights. You can purchase Padres merchandise and much more. And don't forget to also sign up for the Friar Wire, the Padres free official email newsletter. Visit Padres.com today. Clay Hensley getting ready in a hurry in the bullpen. Pitched yesterday. Worked an inning. 3-0. I'm guessing that Bud Black's going to greenlight Alonso 3-0.
If it's right there in that happy zone, why not?
And he is swinging 3-0 and grounds to the second baseman Arias. Now the Padres with a chance, but they leave 2, and Houston Street, a save opportunity for the Padre right-hander coming up. Carl's Jr. star of the game, Everett Cabrera, using those legs for 4 stolen bases today, and this stolen base led to a throwing error from Sanchez. No, it's this one, as he stole third twice. The throw goes into left field by Sanchez, and this was the run that the Padres need to still own the lead 5-4. So quite a day for Cabrera with 4 stolen bases on 2 walks and 2 runs scored. Our Carl's Jr. star of the game. So runs coming on 3 home runs, but another on the legs of Everett Cabrera.
And speed is something you can always bring to the ballpark, and we saw that today from Everett Cabrera. Congratulations to him. And now Houston Street with the 1-run lead, trying to seal it up. The last home game here in 2012. How appropriate that would be. The opponent's only hitting $112 off Houston. Righties 094, lefties 131, and that averages out to that 112.
Cameron Maben comes in the game in center field. So Venable moves from center to right, and Denorfia from right to left. Street, coming off the DL, has had a couple of opportunities, saved them both, but they weren't easy. He had to pitch himself out of some heavy trouble. 23 saves on the year. He'll face Blanco, Terrio, and Huff scheduled here in the 9th. Like a reminder, Scudero's available, Posey available, Pagan also still on the bench for the Giants, non-starters. Blanco 1 for 3, scored a run and knocked in a run. Tries to bunt his way on, and Street throws him out. Well, that's a good play by Blanco with a man that's had a calf injury. He was testing whether or not Street could bounce off the mound and make a play, but his bunt was too hard, and Street did do a good job defensively.
And it is because that's a quick spurt of energy going to his right. He's got to go to it, stop, quick twitch. Look at that athlete. You trying to bunt on me, the swing bunt? I'll take care of that.
Xavier Nady will hit for Terrio. Nady flirted with a home run last night, and that was that great catch made by Maben in straightaway center field. Such a big play, 3-0 already on the 3-run home run by Pence in the first inning, and then Nady thought he had made it 4-0, but Cameron Maben and a circus act catch high above the wall to deny Nady. He may not deny him on this one, though. Maben going back, and Nady has tied it up at 5. Xavier Nady, the former Padre, pinch hits and delivers. His 4th home run of the season, his first as a Giant.
Well, he got extended on that one. That was a fastball, outer half of the plate. And no chance for Cameron Maben to scale the fence on that one.
So a new game here with a 1-out home run by Nady in the 9th. And a shot off the glove of Cabrera. And safe at first base is Peguero. Ball hit hard. Handcuffed Cabrera.
Yeah, the way that ball was hit sharply, probably some topspin as well. So that ball scoots off the infield dirt. Cabrera tries to backhand it. That ball's got some serious topspin on it, off the heel of the glove.
So Francisco Peguero aboard on an infield hit. And Hunter Pence is the hitter. That delayed strike call by umpire Cedarstrom.
Well, as much as that home run hurts to tie it up, believe it or not, that's the first home run surrendered by Houston Street this year.
He hasn't been quite as sharp as he was before the injury, but that's to be expected. He's still knocking off the rust of being on the DL for 5 weeks. 1-1. 5-5. The Giants 5 runs on 11 hits. The Padres 5 runs and 5 hits. And now Guillermo Mota and Sergio Romo get ready in the Giants bullpen. There will be a ninth inning, and Brad Boxberger will not have his first major league win.
And that ball is hammered to deep center field. Maben back. Another home run. Pence has made it 7-5 Giants. Number 24 for Hunter Pence, who had a 3-run homer last night. 104 runs batted in for the former Philly. And the Giants with a big ninth inning off Houston Street have scored 3 on a pair of home runs to lead 7-5.
Well, the Xavier Nady home run was a 1-0 fastball to Hunter Pence. 1-1. Wow, just like that.
And here's Brandon Belt. 2 for 4. RBI single his last time up. So after Street got Blanco trying to butt his way on, Xavier Nady came off the bench to homer into right center field to tie it. A smash by Pagero off Cabrera for an infield hit, and Pence with a long home run to center field to give the Giants the lead 7-5. They had not led since their run scored back in the first inning, 1-0. 2-0 now to Belt. So the home run prevalent for the Padres with 3 homers to build the 5-2 lead. Now the Giants getting into the act late with 2 in the 9th inning. So Houston Street rather, has given up the home run, 2-run homer to Hunter Pence. And for Houston Street, he has been perfect, 23 saves and 23 attempts. But not today. Change up, and it's 2-2 on Belt. Well, now looking ahead to the 9th inning, the Padres have Katse out of the game. That's now Maben in that spot. Maben, then Venable and DeNorfia, the 3 outfielders, will be scheduled to bat in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Well, one of the things that Houston Street does so well, and because he's been so successful at the big league level, and there's a reason why he has 200 saves, is to erase innings like this from the hard drive. And he said this, during interviews, just take it pitch by pitch, out by out. He cannot be concerned about what has just happened. He's got to hold them at 7 now and give his team a chance in their bottom half of the 9th.
High fly ball. This one is playable, and Maben circles under it. 2 away. Belt flies to center field. Hitter is Eli Whiteside, batting for the first time after taking over from starting catcher Hector Sanchez. Shows you the talent depth of this San Francisco team. They gave some of their reserves the chance to start today, and they still have managed to take the lead 7-5 in the 9th inning. Nady with his first Giant home run. First home run as a Giant. He's had some Giant home runs. Posey not even used by Bruce Bochy today, nor Angel Pagan or Marco Scudero. He still has some cards to play if he wants. Hunter Pence, big smile. A couple of home runs. A 3-run shot, now a 2-run homer today. So Pence moves ahead of Buster Posey for the home run lead, 24 on the club. 104 runs batted in. He passes Posey in the RBI count as well. 1-2 to Whiteside. And Whiteside goes down swinging, but the damage has been done here in the 9th inning. Pinch hit home run. Xavier Nady to tie.
two-run shot by Hunter Pence. No doubt about that one. 7-5, San Francisco. Ninth to overcome a 5-2 Padre lead. Hunter Pence with a two-run homer off Houston Street to make it 7-5. Looking ahead, the final three games of the season in Milwaukee, and tomorrow night it'll be Clayton Richard on the mound for the Padres, seeking his 15th victory of the year, and he'll go against Sean Markham of the Milwaukee Brewers. Markham is 6-4 with a 3.74 ERA. 4:30 for Padres Live here on Fox Sports San Diego. Tuesday night it'll be Casey Kelly against Tyler Thornburg, a rookie, and then Andrew Werner will close out the season starting on Wednesday night against Giovanni Gallardo. Sergio Romo to face the three Padre outfielders, Maben, Venable, and Denorfia here in the ninth. He's been perfect. Houston Street, 2 wins and 23 saves. But the roof came in on the ninth inning today on him. Romeo with a strike. Maben's first at bat came in defensively last inning. Check swing roller right back to Romo. 1 out.
Well, the numbers for Romo are phenomenal. He's a strike thrower. 12 for 13 at save opportunities this year. He's not allowed to walk in his last 26 outings. That's over 21 1/3 innings pitched. Doesn't throw that hard, but pinpoint control for the veteran right-hander.
Will Venable is 0 for 3. Trying to get on and bring that tying run to the plate. Tough time to hit. Shadows over the mound. Shadows covering most of the home plate area and a little splash of sunshine in between. And that slider of Romo really going to be tough to pick up. 0-2.
Well, the Padre faithful has got the rally caps working. Rally caps, rally shillelaghs, anything to get it going here in the ninth.
Outside, 1-2. Well, if the Giants do win this game, that'll be 11 consecutive series on the road without losing a series, winning 10 of those 11, splitting the other. Ground ball left side, tough play. Crawford cleanly picks it up and throws him out. Good play by the shortstop, and the Padres are down to their final out. And should the Giants win and make it 11 road series without a loss, that'll be the best since they came west 53 years ago. 1959 is the last time they
went 11 consecutive series without losing one.
Be sure to stay tuned after this one. The final Padres Live postgame show coming up. Talking about Everett Cabrera, Chase Headley, Bud Black. A lot going on the postgame show.
Chris DeNorfia 0 for 3. There's that slider for a strike. Should DeNorfia get on, Carlos Quinton comes out of the dugout. He's on deck. One and one. Romo in quest of his 13th save.
Base hit to center. DeNorfia gives Padre fans some hope. That'll bring the tying run to the plate. Carlos Quinton, the pinch hit. Quinton brings the home run bat to the plate. 16 this year. Two outs here in the ninth. DeNorfia at first. 7-5 San Francisco. Off speed.
Oh, Houston Street surrendered 2 home runs, the only 2 he's given up all year. Sergio Romo on the other side of the ledger, 5 home runs in 53 plus innings from the right-hander.
So he'll toss you along there.
Two strikes now on Quinton. Giants fans loyal to the end and have been rewarded so far. One ball, 2 strikes. Struck him out. The ball game is over and a deflating loss for the Padres in their home finale as the Giants score 2 in the 8th and 3 in the 9th, and the Giants take another series 2 out of 3. 7-5 the final San Francisco as we go to Mike Pomeranz.
Oh, a heartbreaker on Fan Appreciation Day, this Military Sunday. We'll show you the highlights, and we're going to talk about all the things the team has done well on this home run since the All-Star break, and I do mean stretch when I say run. Everett Cabrera with a nice day. You'll hear from the manager, Buddy Black, and you pick the NL MVP.